All right, we're ready.
All right, excellent. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Wanda Essex. I'm inside sales here at Lifetime Tool. I know you guys have met Butch Lockhart. He's our independent rep out in your area. So I'll just go from the beginning. Start with our company. Our company was created, founded by Roger Klein, who is the owner of our company. He, like you guys, has been a roofer his whole life. He knew that the weakest point on the roof is the flashing. That's the first place you're going to get a leak. So he's the one who created all of our parts and products here to solve that problem of leaks. This is our ultimate pipe flashing. This is a 24 gauge Kynar coated galvanized steel base plate. As you can see, it's 4 inches on the side, 4 inches in the front, and 5.5 up at the top here. So you have full coverage compared to your standard pipe flashings on the market. You can see the difference in size. So you have a nice full coverage. He designed it that way because back in the day, that was the industry standard to have a large base plate like this for full coverage. Um, each one, again, like I had mentioned, is kind of coated factory finish. So this is not going to scratch up and fade and deteriorate over time. We have a 100% silicone boot. This boot, because it is silicone comes from silicate, which is sand. It's not going to deteriorate. It's not going to crack over time. UV rays don't affect it. Ozone doesn't affect it. Heat doesn't affect it. So you're not going to get any cracking. Each one comes with a compression collar. If you are subbing out your work to subcontractors, just make sure that they know that this is vital to be in place at the initial time of installation. It's impossible to put on after the fact. You'd have to raise your shingles, lift this up, and reseat it with the collar in place. Each one comes with a stiffening ridge around the base plate, and that's going to keep it flat to the roof. We have a little model over here that we take to each one of our trade shows. This is going to demonstrate that our pipe flashing handles flat to an 1812 pitch. If you're using the inch and a quarter, inch and a half, or 2 inch pipe flashing, this will actually go to a 2012. The larger ones stick to the 18 rule of thumb there. And again, this compression collar, what it does, it keeps it tight to the Schedule 40 PVC, does not allow it to relax, does not allow it to bird mouth over time. So that's why it's imperative to be there. But it also allows the pipe flashing to move with your roof when it's moving with temperature fluctuations and things like that. So that's why we need to keep that in place. This will void the warranty if it is not in place. Any questions regarding our pipe flashing
Is
so
it
far?
possible to get one of those tabletop demo contraptions you just used?
Well, that's a great question. I can ask. We typically only have these for our when we go to trade shows, but I'm happy to ask. I'm not going to say it's going to be yes, but I'll always ask for you guys. I'll always advocate for you. I can maybe send you the plans and you could create it yourself, but absolutely, I'll see what I can do for you because this is a great demo for sure, definitely. Now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how easy it is to install. We have, as you see behind me here, our mock roof in our warehouse. Each one of these, which I forgot to mention, is fit for Schedule 40 PVC. So with that being said, each one will come with a pre-soaked pad with a lubricant. Take your pad, you're going to lubricate the inside of your pipe flashing, inside that boot, the exterior of your PVC. I like to hold on to the actual collar. And again, that's a reminder that it's in place. And then go ahead and slide it down into place. You've got 3 designated nail hole areas for you to go ahead and nail that to the roof. Go ahead and shingle it as you normally would. Caulking is not necessary around the perimeter of the silicone boot. And face nailing is not necessary either. That's what these stiffening ridges are for. It's going to keep it flat to the roof. We try to avoid extra penetrations. That's why we give you those 3 holes on either side. And face nailing is not necessary. Any questions with the pipe flashing? No? So I have a question for you guys. Out where you guys are, do you come across on your older homes cast iron or copper pipes?
Yes.
Okay.
Cast
I'm not
iron.
cast iron. Yeah. So yeah, he's made a solution for that as well. I'm not sure if when you were speaking with Butch Lockhart, if you went over our EasyFit and our EasySleeve, but that's your solution when you come to cast iron is to use the EasySleeve or the EasyFit. So the first one we're going to go over is our EasySleeve. Yep, this here is our EasySleeve. Okay, it's just a tube. It has a solar coat finish on the exterior. It's not going to fade. It's not going to degrade. It has a seated nesting cap. This is 18 inches, and I have one with a cross section of the nesting cap. Make sure you can see that in there. Try and turn it. Sorry for the shadows. So with your cast iron pipe, we have one over here on our roof. With your cast iron pipes, it's important to know the inner dimension and the outer dimension of that cast iron pipe. That's going to determine which size EasySleeve you're going to use. Rule of thumb, basically, if it's a 2-inch cast iron, you're going to use a 3-inch EasySleeve. The reason for the inner dimension is this nesting cap is going to fit inside of the cast iron pipe. 18 inches allows you to cut this to length, slide it over the cast iron pipe, fits right in that little nesting cap. Now you can go ahead and flash that with the corresponding size ultimate pipe flashing. So if you have a 3-inch EasySleeve, you would use the 3-inch ultimate pipe flashing. With that together, you're now offering a life of the roof warranty for no leaks to your homeowners. Any questions with the EasySleeve?
Well, I'm assuming that's you're going next in the aspect of that's not a straight pipe.
Well, the reason being, again, we are size specific to Schedule 40. Your cast iron pipes are not going to be Schedule 40 consistent. If you happen to find one that's completely smooth on the exterior, then yes, maybe you can go ahead and use it. But Roger, again, our owner, has created this to bring up that cast iron size to a true Schedule 40 size. So you will get the life of the roof warranty for no leaks.
I'm talking about your other cast iron pipe down there.
Oh, this one. Oh, yeah, we're heading to that next. This is the good one.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, this is the fun one here. So we'll go ahead and go over to the easy. We're going to use an EasyFit on this one. As you can see with that cast iron pipe, you can't fit anything over that. You just really can't because you're got to get it over the dome, and then now it has to be tight again onto the base of that cast iron. So what Roger created is, let me grab it, just knocked it over the floor, our EasyFit. And I'm going to come in closer so you can see the bottom section here. This is what's going to fit inside of that cast iron pipe. You have 3 rubber gaskets, which prohibits any of the gases from going back into the roof. Each one comes with a cap that's not seated. This allows you to cut this to length. Then you would just hammer this into place, and it's not going anywhere. It's locked into place. You would take a appropriate blade, reciprocating saw, and you're actually going to cut this to the decking of the roof parallel to the ground. You're going to throw away that cast iron. I think they've timed in, it's about 10 minutes of time to get that cut. Now you're going to take your EasyFit, go ahead and caulk the perimeter of the EasyFit or the perimeter of your cast iron with caulk. Take this, it gets inside, slide right into place. Now you're going to use the appropriate size ultimate pipe flashing. So this is a 4-inch EasyFit. You would use a 4-inch ultimate pipe flashing. Again, that comes with the life of the roof warranty, no leaks. Any questions regarding that? It doesn't come with the stickers here, so it's going to be a nice black.
One question on the EasySleeve that I just thought of. If the pipe is the existing pipe is a little small, and it doesn't extend all the way up to fit into the nesting collar at the top, does that create a problem once that goes over the top but doesn't go all the way up?
So with that being said, it just depends on the size. You said a small one. I mean, our EasySleeves are not meant to be an extender, not like our EasyFit. The EasyFit only comes in a 3-inch size or 4-inch size. You could attempt that, but again, this is our smallest, one of our smaller EasySleeves for copper. And you're talking about cutting it down real short because that's what's existing, correct? Is a real short pipe. I mean, you can go ahead and do that. Ideally, though, probably plumbing if it's a. There's no easy answer to that. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one because when it's real short, I mean, I've seen guys go ahead and online flash this with our with our ultimate pipe flashing, and it's just this much is showing up, is sticking out. Now, I don't know if using this is going to be helpful. I will get that answer for you though. I'll double check with Roger, our owner, when it comes to a real short pipe like that with metal. Other questions regarding our EasyFit or EasySleeve?
Will you guys ever come out with an elbow for the EasyFit, EasySleeve? The 40 PVC, sometimes a lot of homeowners have 90-degree elbows so that water can't fall into the pipe.
That's a great question. I'll find out about that. Because there's an existing elbow, so we would have to have 2 pieces, I guess, for that. I'll ask Roger. He's coming up with new products all the time. I know our bath dryer vent he's working on now because it is for a 4-inch or 3-inch tubing. He's coming out with large ones, 5, 6, and possibly even 8 for kitchen hoods and things. So that's in development right now. So we're always coming up with new parts. I'll ask about that if that's something down the pike. I've seen guys flash. I think they remove the elbow and then they reseat the elbow after they've seated our ultimate pipe flashing when it comes to flashing those. Back to our bath and dryer vent there, unless you guys have another question. Actually, you know what? Let me back up a little bit. This is for your sales team. This is just for me to display to you guys, but the importance of this to your homeowner. This is a cross section of our ultimate pipe flashing. Let's see if we can maybe come in a little closer with the light here. So each one of these boots is actually crimped into place here in Winchester, Virginia, where our warehouse is. This actually shows you the thickness of the boot as well. So we suggest, it's carrying a bunch of stuff in, but we suggest taking in the cheaper version of the pipe flashings. Let them see the actual collar, how thin it is versus our boot. We can send you these half boots so they can actually feel them and touch them, feel how thick they are compared to an EPDM or any of the other brands on the market, just to help let your homeowners feel it and see what they're getting the quality of. And we can send those to you all day long. All right, back to our bath and dryer vent. Before I take the hood off, just to go over this with you. Again, this is our bath dryer vent. It is the same very large base plate, full coverage, 24 gauge, Kynar coated, galvanized steel. Each one has a screw on either side of the hood that allows you to remove this hood if you're using it in a dryer application. This is a big sell with a lot of our contractors that do multifamily units, HOA jobs, when it comes to having a dryer vent on the roof. Easy to get in there and maintain. Each one comes with a screen taped to the exterior. That screen you're going to pop into place under the hood here when it's for a bath vent. Otherwise, throw it away. This is the underside. Each one will come with this 4-inch connector. It just snaps into place. And it also comes with a 3-inch drop if it's needed, if it's necessary. And I've taken the screws out of the bath and dryer vent that's already been installed over here. I can maybe come down a little bit with it. Perfect. Excellent. Taking out the screws. This is underneath the hood. This is a clad subcap, again with the 24 gauge exterior. Each one of these screws here is marine grade stainless steel, not going to corrode. The removable damper allows you to get in there an access for the dryer vent to clean it out. Stainless steel hinge, Kynar coated so that it will not corrode over time. Has a cradle here, has 2 rubber stops. This is so that this will operate and quietly operate. Doesn't make that clanging sound. Weep holes, the way everything's angled is so all the condensation will drip away. And another function of the stop here is to keep it slightly open so it doesn't freeze shut in the wintertime. So you have a free movement of your damper. Again, just goes right back into place with your screws if you need to go up there and maintain it. This is one of our parts that we're really proud of that has been independently tested with a company out of Pennsylvania with all of the other top vents on the market for rain-driven, hang on, I always get that backwards. I get tongue-tied. Rain-driven wind test. No, wind-driven rain test. There we go. That's a tongue twister. We made it up to 110 miles per hour until we had any type of a leak. The one that starts with the B did have failure at 70 miles, everything else at 30 miles per hour. They had leaks. So the way it's designed, the wind-driven rain is not really a problem. If you have 110 miles per hour going on, you probably have other things to be worrying about than your dryer vent or bath vent leaking on you. We also did an independent test prior to us going to IRE this past February, where we took a weighted steel ball. I think it was about 20-foot drop on every single one of ours and all the others on the market. Ours did dent, but still functioned and operated normally. Everything else was just crushed. So that's another plus. You could stand on this and it's not going to stop working. It might get ugly, but it's going to keep working for you. It's not going to fail. Any questions regarding the bath dryer vent?
As far as the damper and stuff goes, outside of the Kynar and the obvious stuff, with the damper technology and everything, what are some key differences between yours and generic Braun and New Tone and bath vents?
What the biggest one, the number one is, first of all, we get not compliments, we get feedback all the time from contractors that have been using the Braun. They're tired of it because it leaks. That's just overall our product versus their product. But as far as the damper, the number one thing is it's quiet. It's not going to corrode. It's not going to stick. It's going to operate. It's not going to allow water to come back in because of everything, the way it's vented and drip edge here. So you're not going to get any water leaks coming back down this damper here. And functionality. The Braun, I don't recall that the screen is removable. Maybe you could tell me if it is or not when it comes to being a dryer vent.
I am not sure. I've only seen 1 or 2 roofs that actually had the dryer vent going through the roof. I've not seen a whole lot.
Yeah, I think it's a territorial thing. Different parts of the country vent, I guess, differently when it comes to specs like that. So maybe townhomes, more modern townhomes are going through the roof than the side of the building. But again, it just depends on where you are territorial. My house, I don't have anything going through the roof. It's out the side of the home. But newer homes, lots and lots of dryer vents are making their way up to the roof. I'm happy to send you a sample of this, definitely, for you guys to take apart and, review it, see if it's something you want to offer your homeowners. Again, this will come with a life of the roof warranty. So set it, forget it. We have not had one callback ever since we've been in business for a bath dryer vent for any type of leak or any type of faulty parts. Same with our ultimate pipe flashing. So no leaks, not one single call because of a leak due to our faulty materials. Everything is inspected 2-3 times before it leaves the warehouse. We get a plate. It's just the plate without the boot in it, kind of similar to this. This is our metal plate for the bath dryer vent. As you can see, it comes just like this. Everything is put together here, inspected here in Virginia. If a boot has any type of damage, it doesn't get used. We're very, very particular with what we're sending out to you guys to be using on the homes. So we stand behind what we say when it comes to life of the roof warranty. Do you want to go and take a look at what we have for the metal roof while we're here?
Yeah, quick question on on the warranty. I know in the past you guys the flashings themselves are what's warranted. You guys don't have a workmanship coverage, so any shingle repairs or anything like that, that is not covered under your warranty, correct?
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. Strictly the part. If for some reason, maybe 2 times a year, animals, no one can control God's little creatures on earth. Sometimes they like to chew, but we will replace them. No hassle, just no big deal. It's just let us know, send us pictures, and we'll send out a new part for this. But that's very few, rare times throughout the year. But if someone has a bunch of trees, raccoons, cats, whatever, doesn't matter what they have up on the roof, they're going to chew on it, and they're going to need to have a cage or something put up there for those critters. But that's, again, like I said, that's just very few and far between when that happens. This is what I'm holding here is for the metal roof for the standing seam. As you can see, the base plate is shaped differently, and this is for watershed reasons. Everything else is exactly the same boot, same collar. We have one here that is partially seated, doesn't have the screws in it, but our bath and dryer vent does have the screws in it. What we suggest, again, you guys are the roofers, we only can suggest things, we're not going to tell you how to do it. We suggest only attaching the base plate to the metal, so basically cutting out your substrate to the shape of your base plate here and only screwing into the metal. And reason is that allows it to move and shift with the roof, and it prevents any type of buckling from occurring. A little butyl tape underneath and your screws, and you're good to go. Our bath and dryer vent does come in primer version, as well as our ultimate pipe flashing, and it comes in the dark liner bronze. The bath and dryer vent does come in 4 other colors for your flat standing seam roofs. And then we have our snow guards available as well. You guys are up there in Indiana. I'm assuming you guys get some snow on occasion. These are our snow guards. It has the set screws. It won't penetrate the seam here. It can withstand over 4,500 pounds of pressure. So you're really protected when it comes to these snow guards. And they come in about 10 colors, I believe it is, 10 to 12 colors off the top of my head. Any questions regarding any of those?
Do you guys have the ability to color match?
As far as our snow guards?
Yeah.
What I would suggest, because it would be probably prohibitively expensive for us to transfer that over to you guys, that cost, is to get it powder coated and just buy the mill finish and just have it powder coated. Again, we come in the Kleinar finishes, like I said, 10 to 12 colors. But if you want to match it more specifically other than what we have to offer, just get the mill finish and just get it powder coated. Any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay, excellent. I'm happy to send you samples of any of the parts that you've seen here today. I can send you the bath dryer vent, another ultimate pipe flashing, some of the half boots. One last thing I just wanted to go over with you, which I think we've done this before. We sent you the promotional literature with your logo on it, the digital form.
We have that here. The ones we just got does not have our logo.
Okay, so I can send you a PDF of this with your logo information. It'll go right on the lower area here. Now, we can't print them with your logo again because that would just cost too much money for us, but I can send you hard copies without the logo, and I can send you PDFs with the logo for the ultimate pipe flashing and for the bath dryer vent.
Okay.
And then you can do digital presentations. You can have them printed yourself, whatever you want to do with them. They're yours after that. So we're happy to send those to you. Would you like some half boots as well?
Yeah, the half boots. We have a couple of the pipe flashings that we keep here in the office.
Mm-hmm.
But the half boots and a bath vent
You got it.
would be great.
All right. And bath vent. Perfect. I will go ahead and get those ticketed up today. If you want to email me your logo, the website, and the correct phone number to use, we're happy to go ahead and send you back by the end of the day the PDF version of our flyers as well.
You said just the logo?
The logo, the website, and the correct phone number to use, just to make sure we're not putting the wrong phone number on there. Believe it or not, I'll go on websites sometimes and they'll have a phone number that's not being used anymore or something is off with it. So if you want to send it to me, we'll make sure it's right the first time.
Okay.
Super. Anything else I can do for you guys?
I think that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome, Brent. Well, hopefully this was beneficial. If you guys think of any other questions, give us a call, shoot an email over. I'll find out the question about the short pipe, what to do with that situation, and get back to you on that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.